Hello everyone, in our last class we had already learned about the concept of delegation of authority. Clear? Now in today's class we are going to learn about process or elements of delegation of authority. Process or elements of of delegation of authority. My dear friends, in the process or elements of delegation of authority, there are three processes or three elements generally we are required to be learn about. These three are authority, then responsibility, and then accountability. Authority, responsibility and accountability. Authority, responsibility and accountability. Now let us understand what does these three words are going to be understand. We are going to understand these three concepts. What are they? My dear friends, whenever the manager or a superior transfers his work, he is transferring his authority to subordinate. That means he is transferring his decision making power or as well as his work done or his delegation of work to another person. Authority simply means delegation of work as well as it flows from top to bottom, as in superior transfers his authority to subordinate. Flows from top to bottom. Clear? Whenever a superior transfers his authority, his work to some subordinate, then it refers to the authority transferred by such superior. Now let us come and learn the word about responsibility. What do you mean by the responsibility? Whatever the work should be allocated to subordinate, now such subordinate is only responsible for doing that work or only responsible for his particular failure or success for that work. So my dear friends, responsibility means by completing the work given by superior, or I must say only the subordinate is responsible for his work whatever the superior wants to do. By completing the work given by superior to his subordinate, and who will be responsible for that? In case of responsibility, only my dear friends, who is going to be responsible? Who is doing the work, and who is doing the work done by subordinates only. So subordinate will be responsible. Clear? Now the last is accountability. My dear friends, whatever the work should be delegated or transferred by manager or superior to their subordinate, thus accountability or answerability is belongs to that particular superior or that particular manager only. Whether that particular work done is going to be success or going to be failure, the whole kind of accountability or answerability for this superior is belongs to that particular superior only. Accountability means answerability belongs to that superior only who is delegating the work, who is delegating the work. Like, let's take a real life example, then I will take the company's example. Suppose there is a marriage function or there is a big function in our home. Okay, now suppose our parents told us to bring some products or bring some vegetable items, bring some confectionery items to just to maintain or just to manage our food services in the function. Clear? Suppose you are going to buy vegetables for that particular function. Now you asked about that so many works have to be done by you. You are required that suppose your parents told you the vegetables buying purchasing work, your some relatives told you to do some other work or some manage or some do gift packing or to pick some guest, pick and drop some guest, like that. Some many kind of works or many kind of resource, many kind of works are allocated to a single person only. Now let's understand this example. In case of marriage function, suppose there is a person, Mr. X is there, Mr. X. He is allotted work of buying vegetables, this work is given by his parents. Okay. Next work is allotted to pick up a guest. This work is done by his relatives, or I must say this work is also done given by parents. Next is to check whether arrangements are proper or not. Arrangements are proper or not. This work is also given by parents. Clear? Means Mr. X is required to complete 3 works at the same time. How he will do each and every work at the same time? Now suppose Mr. X asked his brother, that is Mr. Y, to do the job of buying vegetables. As well as Mr. X also wants that he asked his cousin Mr. Y, Mr. Z to bring or to pick up the guests from the any railway station or airport, from wherever they are coming, to pick up guests. Clear? Now the one work is done, which is getting the arrangement, checking the arrangement regarding the what kind of arrangements in our function is going to be done, as well as what are the arrangements, is it proper or not. This work should be done by X only. Okay, this work allotted to Y, this work allotted to Z, and this particular work is done by Mr. X only. Now suppose what will happen, vegetables are not going to be proper, or particular vegetables bought by Mr. Y is not going to be proper, they are not good, they are some kind of infections or some kind of malicious, or whatever I can say, the particular vegetables are damaged vegetables. Clear? So in this case, whenever Mr. Y will bring the vegetables and ask the Mr. X that this is correct or not, and Mr. X, without looking on the vegetables, send it to the parents or give it to the parents that this kind of vegetables I bought it, then my dear friends, who will be responsible for that particular vegetables, Mr. X or Mr. Y? Generally you think Mr. X will be responsible. You think, sorry, Mr. Y is accountable or responsible according to you. But that's not true, my dear friends, because the work is allotted to Mr. X only. So Mr. X is only accountable to the parents that this kind of vegetables is bought to you or bought by me. In this case, Mr. X transferred his authority to Mr. Y, and Mr. Y is responsible for buying vegetables. But whatever the vegetables are bought by Mr. Y, the person is accountable is Mr. X. Accountability refers to accountability or answerability belongs to Mr. X only. As in, X cannot deny that authority is given to him or the work should be given by him, but he need to be answerable that work should be done by me, or this work should be transferred or delegated by me. So I am the only one who is accountable or responsible for such kind of vegetables. In this diagram, let's suppose parents being, suppose in this diagram the parents being manager or top management, Mr. X is a middle level manager, and Mr. Y and Z are lower level manager or work employees. Now what will happen in our case, that parents give their work, as in top management submits their work to the middle level management transfers their work to the lower level management, as in middle level management gives authority to lower level management. Now lower level management is responsible for the work allocated by middle level management. And the whole work should be allocated or the whole work should be done properly or not is accountable by middle level manager to top management, as in Mr. X is accountable, X is accountable to talk with the parents about his answerability, or it is accountability. Clear, my friends? This is the how the process of delegation of authority is going to be understood. Clear? Now let us understand the concept of authority, responsibility and accountability in a detailed manner. Let's see. Authority, right of an individual to command his subordinates and to take action within the scope of his position. He can take action on the scope of his position only. As in our case, Mr. X transferred to Mr. Y only that kind of products, that kind of vegetables that is allotted to him. He can't ask them to, he can't tell Mr. Y to do or to manage some hotel facilities or to manage some cash facilities. He is not authorized for that particular work. He can give authority for only the work allocated to him. Clear? Authority also refers to the right to take decisions inherent in a managerial position, to tell people what to do and expect them to do it. Authority is also requires to decide to whom you are required to send the authority or to who is able to complete your authority or work done. Authority flows from top to bottom, that is superior has the authority over subordinates. In our case, X is superior and Y is subordinate. Authority is restricted by laws, rules and regulations of the organization which limits its scope. Generally, authority is based on the laws, rules and regulations. As in this kind of authority, this kind of limit only can be sanctioned by you. Like in case of bank managers, branch manager has some limits that, for example, you can sanction loans up to 2 crores only. Branch manager will give authority to their subordinates to ask credit manager that you can give loan up to 1 crore 50 lakhs only. More than 1 crore 50 lakh you require my permission, and more than 2 crores branch manager himself require permission of the top manager or the regional manager or central manager. Clear? Sorry. Next is responsibility. It is the obligation of a subordinate to properly perform the assigned duty. Obligation to properly perform the assigned duty. As in Mr. Y is responsible to buy a clear good vegetables. When a superior issues orders, it becomes the responsibility of the subordinate to carry it out. Whenever superior gives order, now subordinate is responsible. As in our case, Mr. Y is responsible. Next, responsibility flows upwards, that is subordinate will always be responsible to his superior. Mr. Y will be always responsible for Mr. X. In this particular delegation, only the Y is responsible, but in the whole process, who will be accountable? Mr. X. Yeah. If authority granted is more than responsibility, then it may lead to misuse of authority. It means that, for example, the bank manager, branch manager allocated or divides, shared his authority, as in he is required, as per branch manager's authority or branch manager's limit is 2 crore only, but he gives authority to credit manager that he can sanction up to 3 crores. Then my dear friends, the credit manager will misuse your authority position, your laws, rules and regulations. But in case if responsibility assigned is more than the authority, it may take a person ineffective. As in the authority transferred is only 2 crores or 1.5 crore for the credit manager. That is clear. But we want that 1.5 CR is generally based on daily basis. Whenever you are asking them to target an impossible task, then my dear friends, it will become ineffective. The person will become ineffective and the task or targets won't be achieved anymore. Clear? And our last is accountability. When a superior assigns or delegates some work to a subordinate, he is answerable or accountable to his superior for its success or failure. As in, bank manager is only accountable for whatever the work should be allocated or whatever the work done by his credit manager or not. In our case, in our example, Mr. X is only the accountable person, neither Y, neither Z. Once authority has been delegated and responsibility accepted, one cannot deny accountability. Whenever authority delegated and responsibility accepted, then my dear friends, accountability is the hidden aspect which should be answerable or which should be answered by that superior at the given time or at the maturity time. Whenever your task is completed or not, whenever the time of task is come, you need to answer why your work is done or why your work is not been done. Responsibility is derived from authority and accountability is derived from responsibility. See our first chart. Responsibility comes with authority and accountability comes with the responsibility. This is the clear process of delegation of authority. In short, I must say that the process of delegation of authority generally contains three things, that is authority, which consists of responsibility, which consists of accountability, and so on. It does like that, as in authority, responsibility and accountability. As in, whenever the authority is allocated by superior to subordinate, that particular subordinate is responsible for that person, that work, and that superior is accountable for that particular transaction or authority given to him. Clear, my friends? Concept of authority, accountability and responsibility. Okay, in our next class, we will going to learn about what are the differences between authority, responsibility and accountability. Till then, thank you.